Hi, you guys. I wanted to get something out today. I probably will try to make maybe a better one later, but if not, uh, for right now, it's really important for me to get something out there for you guys. Uh, kind of entitling this one Independence Day, and the reason why is I'm wanted to ask you: Are you celebrating Independence Day this year? Um, I'm not, and before I go a long ways here, I'd I'd like to come to you and say something positive, and I'm sure some of you that are watching my videos probably wondering, man, does he ever lighten up? Uh, yeah, that's actually who I am. I'm usually a pretty lightened up type guy, like to fish, have fun, and everything. But as those of you who've been watching my videos know, and probably I'm hoping that some of you are finding out for yourselves that we're about ready to lose our country. I mean, totally. And that's what's on my mind. I would like it to be different, but it's not. And I would like more people to be awake, but they're not. But my question, so I apologize, but this is really important. If your house was on fire, nothing else much matters, except taking care of business. Well, that's where we're at. Our house is on fire, and it's going to get burnt to the ground here pretty soon. Um, we're going back to the independence thing. Are you celebrating? Let me ask you. If you're celebrating it this year, what are you? What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating losing your First and Second, Fourth Amendment rights to the Constitution? Some of you probably are aware of some of those things, but you don't really pay much attention because you don't like guns or something. You're not paying much attention to the First Amendment because it seems like it's sort of aimed at alternative news media online and things like that. But you see, the problem with any of this is it all affects all of us. Uh, Today, it may be news media, alternative news media. But what you should be asking yourself is why do they want to get rid of them? And the main reason is because they're telling the truth. They're trying to let people know what's really going on in this country. All the mainstream media has been bought out or actually owned by this system. So all you're getting is what they want you to think, and so it's the same guys now that are sitting up there and they're saying, "Oh, we need to get rid of these guys." And the sad part about it is see, that's the First Amendment, and it hasn't that specific part of it hasn't come down to telling you to shut your mouth, which is what the First Amendment's all about. Okay, but if they get away with this part of it, they've destroyed the First Amendment. That means your mouth gets shut, whether you like it or not, whenever and however they want you to. And some of those things have already been being abused by a lot of the cops. If you live in Marysville area like I do, we haven't had really seen it like other places, but if you pay attention, to what's going on around you and out, outside of you. It's all over the country like that. I just saw a deal today on Facebook where in, I think it was New Jersey, cops were looking for some kid. Cop went into this guy's backyard, and a dog came, excuse me, out barking at him in his own fenced backyard. Well, the guy's a stranger. Of course he's going to bark at him. The cop shot him dead. He didn't even belong back there. That's not an isolated case, man. That's been happening all over the country. In the last month, I'll bet you there's been at least 6 cases of cops shooting dogs for no basic reason. They say they felt in fear. That's BS. So anyway, but that's those things are already being trampled on, and I'm trying to get you to wake up to the fact that if it's not affecting you right this minute, it's going to. So you don't want to wait till it affects you. It's too late. So you cannot. So you're celebrating Independence Day. That means the day we all won our independence, right? And our Bill of Rights and our Constitution. Except they're taking it all away now, you guys. They're trying to destroy it. Not a conspiracy theory. It's a total fact. For those, some of you are aware, I think. And some of you I know aren't. But the United Nations is actively searching for colonels, majors, full birds, anybody that has the ability to lead soldiers into taking the guns away in America. That's the United Nations, who supposedly shouldn't have anything to say about what goes on in America. But if you remember a few months ago, Obama, without any permission at all, took it upon himself and basically handed that over to the United Nations. It's illegal as hell. I'm sorry. It got done. And the only way that that's going to get stopped is by the people of this country to stand up and say, that game's over. It's not going to happen any other way. You know? And for those, like I said, for those of you that don't kind of like guns or anything, you better hope somebody does. Because what's happening is they're getting ready to take over this country and enslave it. That's all of us. That's you, me. I don't care if you're black, you're American Indian, Chinese, whatever. It doesn't matter who you are. You're about ready to lose it. Okay, and one of the reasons why I wanted to get this out again, some of you are aware of this because of my other posts, but the 1st of July is coming up, and there's that law goes into effect. Now, if you read that law on the sort of the fringe of it, it looks like it says that they've got a right to go into countries. IRS has the right to go into countries and take Americans' bank accounts. And it sounds like it has to do with offshore accounts and people trying to avoid paying taxes and everything. That's what it sounds like. But if you get into the bill, they left it real flexible, okay? Which means that it's not just about that. It's about going into any American's account. That means right here in Marysville or wherever you live, and taking pretty much whatever they want to take. Now, as I've said before, the big financial experts in this country say that same day that our American economy is going to collapse. I don't know if that's going to happen that day. I know this, and I know that it's going to happen soon. And that has to matter to you. You have to pay attention to what I'm telling you right now. When that happens, because it's going to happen. The day that happens, whatever you have in the bank or in your wallet or whatever becomes null and void. It's worth nothing. Your 401ks, all of that. The money's worth nothing. It's gone. When that happens, what are you going to go to the store and buy food with? Or anything? Gas. What are you going to buy it with? There is nothing. You guys, a lot of you I know saw what happened on, what do they call it, Black Friday? That was over a stupid DVD player. People were beating each other up and over the head and everything. What are they going to do for the last loaf of bread on some shelf that's sitting there? Of course you can't buy it, so it's being taken. What are you going to do if you have the last loaf and you're trying to get to your house or whatever? Okay? I hope you understand this, because it's going to happen in one day, and within a week people are going to be killing each other over food, water, whatever. And the biggest thing that you really need to understand about this is nobody's going to do anything, because that's exactly what Obama and his administration wants. Because then he can call martial law, and then they can confiscate guns, and there's Russians in and around this country right now. There's Chinese in and around this country right now, ready to come in and, quote, help them put down civil unrest. All in the name of the United Nations. They've even got troops for them too. You understand? They're getting ready to take down this country. And you have to wake up. We've got little to no time left. I don't know what's left. I just know that it's close. But if nothing else, at this point, I've been telling you guys this for a while. And some of you have been laughing at me and whatever. I don't care, you know. But here's what you need to know right now. I care about you guys. This is coming. I don't know when, but it's coming soon. And you better have at least minimum 30 days supply of food, water, things to get you and your family through. Ideally, you would have 3 to 6 months supply. But time's running out. And you have to make sure that your food is nourishable, that it's not just, stuff with no nourishment to it, because nourishment is more important than the actual food itself. But you need to do this. And you need to, I'll just be honest with you, you need to have enough, you need to make sure your tank's full so that you can get away from the hordes. And like I said, I don't know what's going to happen on the 1st, but Sren and I are going to take a little trip. We're not going to be here. It's that simple. Okay, I got to go. I'm going to make another one. Bye.